1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
Leave for that. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about is Sporting KC interested in Mohamed Salah. Now, it's a Sporting Kansas City have made Mohamed Salah their top target after his Liverpool exit. So now it's gone the opposite way, isn't it? Well, if it does materialize, because we know nothing is set in stone at this stage with transfers, but it seems to be going the other way. We thought, well, I'll speak for myself, I thought he was going to go to Saudi. That's what I thought, well, all said and done, he's going to end up in Saudi. But America, what are we thinking?
It's interesting because I wonder now, because enough players have gone to Saudi, and as far as I know, many of them are still there. Even Ronaldo, I believe, is still there. But some have come back. I mean, Jordan Henderson, he of the broken wrist, poor bloke, he went and he came back. And I think the ex-Chelsea midfield player, whose name I can't remember, Count Kunte, was it? He was a very good midfielder, but I think he's now back on the scene. I don't think he's at Chelsea, but I think he's come back. And maybe enough players now have made the return journey, some of them because they didn't like the climate, even though you've got aircon everywhere and all that. It's a different lifestyle totally, and not to say it's bad. It's probably a very nice lifestyle in a taxless haven like Saudi, but it won't be for all, and it won't be for some of their families. Now, that may mean that players who may otherwise have gone there for the dollar, for the pound, would think about it again, because many of these guys are towards the end of their career, so they're likely or possibly have a family who they wouldn't want to necessarily impose on that family a very uncomfortable climate, which for us in a moderate climate like this, we're not used to even the weather we've been having the last few weeks. Brilliant though I think it is, and I hope it carries on for a while yet. So that may explain why some players are not automatically going there. Kansas City, well, the American soccer leagues, they're not obviously as strong as the leagues in Europe or South America. They're just not. But it still will provide a very nice living for players of Salah's ilk and his ability, because he's clearly still a very good player. I mean, he's probably had his best time now as he gets older, which may be the problem at Liverpool. He didn't quite do it in his last season there. So I think that would be quite a good move for him. But again, it's a massive change of environment and culture, everything really, not so much culture, but a lifestyle for him and his family. So it's really down to whether these players are prepared to accept all that, obviously in exchange for a lot more money. Equally, most of them, they're all in the Premier League, all multi-millionaires anyway. Money may not be quite the attraction that it would be if they were not of that level of finance. So yeah, I like Mo Salah. I think he did a great job at Liverpool. I think he did all right for Egypt in their World Cup, and I wish him well as an English football fan. And we'll wait and see what he does.
Yeah, wait and see what he does. Yeah, I was just taking it aback a bit, because I thought, yeah, it's probably going to end up in somewhere in Europe or Saudi. I didn't think America was on the cards for him, but we never know, do we? Now, the next one is Xavi Alonso confirms Garnacho will leave Chelsea. There is interest in him from other clubs. Hopefully he finishes in.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
Hopefully it finishes in the best possible way for everyone. Now, it sounds like they're chucking him out. There's no club that's named to have an interest in him. It just seems like, all right, so he's leaving Chelsea, leaving Chelsea. It was like what it just reminded me of what they did to, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's a similar kind of scenario with what they did with this ex-England, ex-Liverpool player. What's his name? Oof. It's gone to
Not
a club.
Henderson. Not Henderson, you know. No.
No, he was at Chelsea, but he wasn't training with them at Chelsea, and he got sold. He used to play for England. He's a Liverpool lad, but anyway, it'll come to me in a minute. And it just sounded like the same thing they did to him, and he was at Chelsea actually, so he actually left Chelsea because he just couldn't stay there. He didn't fit in. He didn't fit in. Enzo Maresco wasn't using him. Oh, I'm thinking of his name now. Raheem Sterling.
Oh, right. Raheem Sterling. Yeah. Yeah.
Raheem Sterling, yeah. And he just couldn't fit in. So he was at Chelsea, and then they thought, well, we've got to offload him. We don't care where he goes, but leave the club. Now, the same thing is happening to Alexandra. Is it Alexandra or Alejandra Garnacho? I know it's Alejandra something, but Garnacho. It seems like the same thing that's happening to him. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with the lad?
Well, I mean, I don't think I wouldn't think he's at the end of a contract because he's not been at Chelsea for more than, as far as I remember, just his past season. So I imagine they would have given him a longer contract than 1 year, particularly at Chelsea, where they like longer term contracts to do with the financial side of things. I don't think he was overly successful at Manchester United, Garnacho. I've seen him come on for Chelsea or play for Chelsea on TV, and he looks to have a lot of determination, enthusiasm. I think on his day he's quite a good player. He can go past people, but clearly Alonso doesn't see him fitting in with his plans. So that's it. Once a manager decides he doesn't want somebody, then they put them up for sale. Now, if it's not the end of his contract, he could legitimately say, well, okay, I'll sit on the bench then and still earn his money every week, every month, because that's what would happen. But most of these players in the Premier League, short of being forced into a position of...
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on